Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is January 31st, 2026, Saturday, and it is the last day of the first month of 2026. Can you believe it? 1687 Wordle, we are starting today. Alright. So before I get to today's starting word, of course, which I know I'm going to use strip, I did see the comments already from yesterday's video, which I'll of course touch again at the end of the video when I'm done recording today's one. But I did see that a lot of you have mentioned to me that Wordle, well, New York Times, I should say, plans to is going to reuse the Wordle answers from February 2nd. So that means that I don't really know when I will get my one guess software strip. I really have no idea. So now the question is, on February 2nd, do I continue with strip, or do you want to just see me do like whatever I feel like, whatever word that just I don't know, just comes to mind on that day, maybe, because then I'll just go crazy on that one if you guys think that that's a good idea. So yes, let me know if I should continue strip on February 2nd. But for now, we'll do strip. You never know. It could be today's answer. It could be tomorrow's answer. Before we get into the reuse, recycle, whatever. So yeah, that's for February 2nd. Sam to worry about. Okay, T. I'm pretty sure tacky has been done before, but well, good a word as any to try. Okay, so T is definitely not in these spots. Could it be? Okay, so maybe T is somewhere here. Maybe there. Except it could be like uh ETAL maybe potentially, or a blank blank T perhaps can be after and into outer Q2 D2 fatal. No, it can't be fatal. No, A in the second spot. Um, hmm. Menta, Benta, Lenta. I need. Yes, it could also be AT E, ATH. Possibly. Oh, wait. Flate, blate. Oh. UN unmate. Like, I really don't think it's fetal, but I'll just try it. It's not. Oh, but now we have 3 letters, and we have more information. So we're starting to nail where the T is. I don't really know yet, but we are starting to nail it. Could be here, could be the 5th spot, could be at the end, maybe. Still not sure where to place the A. Maybe it's something like A blank T, I suppose. So it could be bland? No, feels weird. Or a vowel. So maybe blout or oh, what about a lot? ALLOT. I like that one. Let's try it. See, I keep hitting the 4s. Where are the 3s? Ah, dang it. I only need 2 more guesses. But that's okay. I am just really popular with the 4s. 4 guess offs. Okay, let's check. Calco here. Today's answer is a lot. Which I did take quite a lot of guesses. I mean, 4 is average. Okay, not that many guesses, I guess. Sort of with strip. Only got the T. That T was bouncing around everywhere until I had to just try it. I really didn't think about the double letters of L. Didn't consider that until I was like, where am I going to put that A? That's what I was thinking of. It was. I didn't have. I didn't feel like I had many options left. But okay, let's see. So strip left me at 205 probable answers. My next best possible guess would have been latte or leant, but latte first of all. Again, I don't think I would have ever gone with that because testing the 2 T's, trying to place it, I doubt I would have done it that way. So I did tacky, which I don't. It's not even in the top 10. Okay, so not a great second guess there, but Still helpful, 33 probable answers now. So we're really slowly whittling away the others. And then I was like, okay, I know it's not Fido. I'm pretty sure Fido's been done before, but might as well try to get some clues here. Since I couldn't think of a good word that I want to do as an eval or as a guess, I did Fido. And that was pretty good. Left me 3 probable answers left. Adult, a lot, or loathe. I didn't see the two adult. The first one I really thought sounded fit really well would be a lot. I didn't even think to try that. Maybe the LT. I was like, okay, maybe the L's would be here or at the start, something like that. But also didn't really think about that too much. So I was kind of lucky that it wasn't the other two, and I got 1 out of 3 there. Okay, let's see. I think adult has also been done before, but let's check. Yes, October 17th, 2023. Oh, a day after my birthday 3 years ago. Okay, then loathe. We haven't had loathe. Loath. I wonder if it's the. No, I think this is Loath. I think it's different from Loathe, which is like hate. This is different, right? Yeah, you're unwilling to do something contrary to one's way of thinking. So you are reluctant. Yeah. She was loath to admit her mistake. So that kind of, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Instead of the one with the E is like you hate someone. So I think they pronounced pretty much almost the same, but it just, yeah, to dislike really enough from disgust or intolerance. Yeah. Okay, so there's slight. Oh, but they also pronounce it this way. Loath or loathe, I guess. That's how they pronounce that. Okay, Fido, I'm pretty sure as well that's the number 4. Oh, wait, it hasn't? Okay, so then, now I don't feel that bad going for it. Even though I know that's not the answer today, but okay, that's not that bad that I thought it had been done before. But yeah, I'm thinking of pedal and metal, which I know for August 1st, picked that title that was last year. Metal, I think it was an early one. Oh, sorry, 2022 makes sense. Any other ETL? No, that's it. Pedal and metal. So Fido. All right, still possible. Okay. Good to know. Oh, fetus. I think that was the one that. I think so. No. What am I? Oh, okay. FET. Any of them? Feted. Okay. Fetch. Huh. All right. What was I thinking of? I can't remember. Don't know. What was I thinking of? Okay. Well, I wish I could understand my own train of thought there, but or my like it's like or did I like Mandela affect myself? Look at it, probably. But yeah, a lot. Interesting word. I do think it could be a little bit tricky, only because double letters and then double L's. Sometimes I don't know. People don't really think about that because I really did not think it until I was like, okay, where am I going to place the T? In a way, it was good that I spent 3 guesses shifting around the A and the T till I was like, okay, these are like this is the first word I could think of. I'm just gonna go with that. That sounds really good, and went for it. Well, and I guess in a way, good news is that if I were wrong, at least it would have revealed something else. If it was like adult or loathe, if it was adult, obviously the A and T and L would L be yellow, A and T would be green, and then that would tell me adult, and I would start to think about okay, what work. And if it was LOATH loathe, I would have seen some of the letters light up yellow as well, and that would tell me, oh, okay, so I'm sort of on the right path, but not quite yet. So the worst I would have had probably was a 5. I think I don't think I would have ever gotten to a 6 since I was already sort of narrowing the answers already. Okay, let's move on to connections. So tomorrow is February 1st. It will be a great miracle to start off a new month with that being stripped before we start into the recycling process. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of it's mixed feelings for me doing the recycling thing because I'm like, why can't we at least just finish the words that we haven't done yet and then you start recycling? But maybe they were like, okay, it's a new year, let's just throw that into the mix and mess up people's streaks or whatever. I don't know, but maybe that's what they're thinking. Or maybe it's to I don't know to like I just feel like they should do something interesting with the game, but I don't know, maybe it's just meant to be super casual a newspaper game not meant to be anything like a big deal, so just whatever, right? So yeah, I'll try to think of it that way. Okay, today we're playing connections number 965. Okay. I wonder if they'll do something cool for the 1000th puzzle, because 1000 is a huge milestone for connections. It could be. Maybe it'll be something like for the 1000 puzzle, they might do something like things themed with 1000, like K or shows with 1000 or like a couple of zeros or something. That would be oh Lord, imagine if they just did all like numbers. Well, I mean, I'm saying that now, but why not could be taking notes for all we know. But I think these kinds of things really do plan it well in advance, I suppose. A good one that they want to park for the 1000th one, possibly. All right, today's 16 words are dress, wishbone, roller, ball, shower, stethoscope, brush, mixer, slingshot, spray can, reception, computer key, fluctuation, tuning fork, work period, and palette knife. Uh, huh. Slingshot. There was a ride in a theme park I used to go to called Slingshot. I don't know if I mean it could be a popular theme park ride name, maybe. Don't know. Okay. Palette knife, that's metal. You use it to like spread stuff. But you also use it for painting. Palette knife, spray can, I guess. Brush. Um, what else do you use for painting? I'm sure. Okay, I don't know. Wishbone and tuning fork, they're kind of similar. They've got like prongs, two prongs. Stethoscope also, yeah, they kind of look the same that way. A slingshot, right? Like a catapult, right? I guess that works the shape of it. Now, I suppose this could be a blue. If I could find a good purple that makes sense, then I think this probably is likely the blue. Okay. Uh, shower. Baby shower, or like just any kind of shower, like an event, right? So shower, reception, like wedding reception, a mixer, a ball, so like parties, gatherings of people, that kind of thing, like events. So that could be one. Probably a more the shower reception ball mixer. If I'm right on the right path, this will be like a green, I guess, a green or a yellow. I can't think of it just yet. Yeah, thereabouts. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Here. First. What about the? Hmm. Okay. Work period. What's that? Work period. Well, that's a 9 to 5. Anything else that means? Uh, when I see spray can and brush, I'm kind of thinking of like, Microsoft Paint icons, but still got roller blade, roller skates, roller derby, dress. It's definitely a word, but I'm like, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Fluctuations. Fluctuation? Okay. Okay, maybe instead of going for reverse, I'll just put in the ones that I think are right. So let's try it. Shapes. Y-shaped things. Okay, that's what they're called. I was thinking like just like two-pronged items. Okay, so shower, ball, mixer, reception, like parties kind of thing. We'll try that. That was the yellow. So that I was kind of right about what those colors were gonna be. Um, hmm. No. Hmm. Period. What's that? Word period. Spray can, brush, roller, palette knife. Oh, I think these are just ways you can apply paint to something. Like, yeah, I guess so. Just ways to apply paint. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so by default, I just got the purple last, but let me try to think if I can nail this stress. Period. What do you call that? Workday. Shift. Ah, they all mean shift. Okay. Finally, I saw the light and I was like, okay, I got it. Shift. Oh, all right, nice. So I do get the points for all the connections. Just that I didn't get them in reverse rainbow order, but that's okay. I mean, it didn't really help me once because I couldn't see them isolated like that. I just couldn't think of what they could be. So I'm glad I sort of just stored them already so that it helped me to see the last ones I needed. Oh yeah, Y-shaped thing, slingshot with a catapult. Yep, they're shaped like a Y. I'd say like two-pronged item, but you know what I mean. Stethoscope, the Doppler stethoscope, tuning fork. For those of you who don't know what a tuning fork is, I will show it to you. But I think most of us know what it is. But here you go. Here, funny. Okay, I'm not gonna refer to that AI overview, but let's just go to Wikipedia because I mean that one's a little more reliable to me. So interestingly, they're calling it a U-shaped bar. Okay, so even though I still think Ultrafire, it is a U-shaped bar. But it is a two-pronged fork. So in a sense, it is a U-shaped bar, but it forms a Y-shaped thing into it. So yeah, I was about to get mad at Wine for it. I was like, okay, fair enough. It's the bar, this part, the top part that is U-shaped, and then with the handle, it does become Y-shaped. Okay, so I was about to get mad at Wine as usual. But okay, and then Wishbone, I don't really know what. You've seen it, but yes, that one. Okay, so this is a forked bone. One of the most important something are not even dinosaurs. Okay, weirdly, I thought this was a bone that we also had, but yeah. I'll say, there we go. Wishbone of chicken, right? So that's where I've seen it. Interesting. All right. Kinds of parties. Yep, ball, mixer, reception, shower. So I was thinking of like baby shower, wedding reception, like a fall mixer, something, like yeah, and then of course a ball. Ways to apply paint. I really thought at first maybe this was like icons of Microsoft Paint specifically. I still couldn't think of it as like literal ways to apply paint. Until I was like, wait, palette knife, is this an icon on Microsoft Paint? I don't know, probably not. But the other three I think definitely are. So I was like, okay, wait, I think it's not icons anymore. I think it's actual like real life ways to uh, put paint on something. So there we go. I'm so online that what I can think of an application instead of real life paint. Yeah, so imagine that. And then last one is what shift might refer to. So I really like this category. This is a typical purple. I like that. What something might refer to. So a fluctuation, a shift, a change, a work period. I was thinking like, what is it called? The work week, 9 to 5. I couldn't think of the word, and I landed on shift and I got it. So this was like the thing that broke it for me. So yeah, you like you've got your day shift, your night shift, etc. Computer key, you have the shift key on your keyboard, and then a shift dress. I think I've heard of it. Did you just call it a shift or shift dress? I don't know. Let's check. Okay, it's actually called a shift dress. I suppose some people might just call it a shift then. Is a dress in which the cloth falls straight from the shoulders and has darts around the bust. Okay, like that, I guess. Frequently features a high scoop or boat neck. The shift dress is often confused with a sheath dress, which is form-fitting and shaped by tucks in the waist area. Okay, I see. It does look a little bit similar, but of course, yeah, it's a little bit different. Again, not the expert on dresses here, but okay. So I've probably heard of shift dress, but this is not the one that was going to give me the answer. I think the only one that would have helped me was these two, fluctuation work, because computer key, there are many computer keys, right? And dresses, same thing. So these two were the key ones to sort of figure out shift. So I think that was the one that helped a lot. But I still really, truly enjoyed this. Great work. Thanks, why not? Okay, so yeah, let's take a look. No errors there. That's excellent. Okay, one of the last thing we have for today, which is the LA Times Mini Crossword by Elizabeth Sikorsky. All right, the last one of the month as well, of January. One across cynical. Can't think of the word. One down. The fire next time. Author Baldwin. Don't know. Two down. Washington's successor. Oh, after George Washington. Who was it? Adams? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'll just put that in. I can't. I'm not sure. Three down. Uncertainty. Could be doubt maybe. Four down. Aquatic eagles. Gulls. Is that maybe? No. Looks good. Five down. Rhyming partner of near. A deer. Oh, but then this doesn't look right then. One across, cynical, jaded. Okay. Six across, love to pieces, adore. Seven across, blank lower, world's largest active volcano. Maybe Mona, I guess, possibly. Eight across, fireproof, ember. Nine across, historic Air France fleet. What's it called? Yes, 41 seconds. Okay. Not bad. Let's take a closer look at the clues and entries. One across, cynical, right, jaded. That doesn't mean that. I forgot that word. One down. The fire next time, author Baldwin. James Baldwin. Don't know the author, don't know the book. The what? The fire next time. What is that? It's like a fiction, a piece of fiction. Oh, it's actually non-fiction. What is it about? The Fire Next Time is a 1960 non-fiction book by James Baldwin. Wait, James Baldwin. Hold on. Oh, that James Baldwin. Okay, I was like at first like who is it? I don't know, but now I see his picture and wait, I have heard of it. Okay, sorry, damn. The brain is just not super on point today. Okay, two essays, My Dungeon is Shook, Letter from My Nephew on the Wanted at the University of Information. Plus, the books that comes from a couplet and some versions of Mary Don't You Weep and African American Spiritual. I see. But God gave Noah the rainbow, so do more water with the fire next time. Ooh. Damn, I got chills just reading that. You know that I really understand. But yeah, the first is written in the form of a letter to Baldwin's 14-year-old nephew discusses the central role of race in American history. Wow. It's amazing. Second essay, which states that the majority of the book uses relations between race and religion, focusing on particular Baldwin's experiences with the Christian church as youth, as well as the nation of Islam's ideas and influence of Harlem. Wow, interesting. which sounds really cool. Actually, really good read. Good to know. Good trivia. I'm glad I learned about it. 2 down. Washington's successor. I'm so glad I sort of remember it because the other day I was watching a trivia, a sort of quiz show where they were talking about like early American presidents, and they mentioned Adams, and I always forget Adams. I typically remember like Lincoln and Washington, of course, and I forgot about Adams. So that one was a good sort of refresher, and that sort of helped me guess like, okay, we have 5 letters. Who could that be, right? So so I went for that. 3 down. Certainty, doubt, right? Not sure. Yeah, not sure stuff. 4 down. Aquatic eagles. Oh, they're called that birds. How do you pronounce that? It is an eagle. A long-winged sea eagle with a short white wedge-shaped tail. Bird. Okay. I do want to see a picture of it because, like, why don't they have? The type of shroud and give a pick a one. I don't care about that. Why don't they? Yeah, a sea eagle. Okay, well, just go sea eagle or an eagle, but I don't care. I want to see a sea eagle. Okay, so they kind of look almost like identical to regular eagles, but they are slightly different. Of course, I saw it, with like a long-winged sea eagle. But sure, but they're still eagles. Okay, new word unlocked today for me. 5 down, rhyming partner of near. So there's the phrase near and dear, sort of like so who's really close to your heart. So yeah, that's the rhyming partner. 6 across, love to pieces, right? You really adore, really love someone, something. 7 across, blank loa, world's largest active volcano, which I believe is in Hawaii. Mauna Loa. There's also like Mauna Kea, I think I remember. Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, both are in Hawaii. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Sorry about that. Mauna Loa. So the 5 volcanoes are from the island of Hawaii. Oh, 5 volcanoes. Okay, let's see. Oh, Kohala extinct, Mauna Kea dormant, Kualalai active, Mauna Loa active, part within Hawaii Volcano National Park, and Kilauea active, part of Hawaii Volcano National Park. So that's good. I didn't actually know that. Oh, they're shaped like that. So, oh yeah, so the Maunas are taking really huge parts of it. Really huge parts of those volcanoes. Okay, very cool. 8 across, fireproof. So right below the volcano, we've got proof of fire. So what's that leftover fire? The proof that fire was ever there. Embers. 9 across. Historic Air France fleet. I think I only learned this term recently because of as I was reading Crossword. SST was something about like it's like supersonic something. I think I just can't remember the full name. SST. Topics referred to. We wanted to say like. No, I'll go topics referred, but it's the same term. I think. Arts. No. Let's see. No, not that one. Science and technology. Hold on here. That's something about not telescopes. No. Transportation. What are uses? Yeah, I see my country's here. It's a still we have that too soon. No, not that one. Well, that's one. Supersonic transport. I always forget what it's called. Supersonic transport. Like I know that SS was supersonic. The T, I was like, what would they call something like an airplane with a T? Couldn't get it, but it's just transport. Ugh. Why don't they just call them supersonic planes, SSP or SSAs, SSTs. I can never remember that. It's transport. Ugh. All right, whatever. But there we go. Historic Air France fleet. Again, trivia. So 9 across trivia, 7 across trivia, 1 down trivia, 2 down as well, 4 down vocabulary, but also not just trivia. You're gonna know that too. But there are different types of eagles, and they're called different things, which I didn't know that. I kind of feel like they could have just left it at sea eagles, but that's okay. The more vocabulary, the better. It enriches the language. All right, let's move on to comments from yesterday's video. And okay, so I'll go to Glaciers first. Glacier did slant coder jumbo. Nice 3, excellent. You didn't need to miss that little department except twice in a row. yeah. I mean, it happens. Sometimes I'm just not thinking. I'm just going for it, and I just forget when I'm supposed to use which one, and then that's what happens. But it turned out well. That B really came in handy. So yeah, that is a B plus. Oh, just a B plus, no A. But okay, I get the joke. I get what you used here. So after your 2 guesses, you had and give you nothing but a single time to make Dumbo were tied for the next best move. I see. So you went well choosing Jumbo over Dumbo. Maybe because you remembered that Dumbo we used before. I forgot that. With an average of 4.5 plus, will fit to the difficult category you discussed previously. Discrepancies, oh, normal, lucked out. I see you highlighted the U there. Yeah, if they start with those ones first, they're gonna get lucky with that U. And if they use audio, even better because they got the U and O. So I feel like wow, if I damn, and also in the right spots too. So if I had done audio, probably could have gotten in two then, which would be awesome. It's been a while since I've had a two. Okay, so yeah, and I like that you threw back to what I was saying. How am I gonna remember everything in a few months' time? Apparently I don't have to anymore because Wordle will repeat the answers. But that's also scary because and also then yeah, the thing is that the recycle they plan you're exactly we're gonna recycle answers only once, or could we just assume that they might repeat the same word several times in several. I mean, again, I don't know, like what exactly. It's unknown. Maybe that's what they want to sort of like throw a wrench into what we think we know about Wordle and like, oh, okay, it's all boring, right? But no, you could have maybe stripped 3 days in a row. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but you could. They might do that, or they might have something in place like, okay, don't repeat words for at least 3 months, maybe, because my memory is pretty bad. So 3 months or 2 months would be good, I think. Because I can't remember them anyway, so might as well start from scratch all over again. Who cares? But then I suppose in that case, after this kind of like riddle answer list is not uh that relevant anymore, I suppose. Maybe I might still keep it here just so I can compare if the word I'm dealing with today has already been the answer and is being recycled, or it's a brand new answer, because I probably don't know that. So yeah, I guess I might still keep this analysis open because that could still be interesting to know whether they've already started doing the recycle, and of course which word has the honor of being reused twice, and are they going to use an awful word, or you know what I mean? So that'd be very interesting. Um, okay. Yeah, after a certain amount of time, say, yeah, I think that would be fair rather than maybe saying like it appeared last year, don't let it appear this year because that's too soon. Yeah, I suppose they have to have some rules about it. I wish they'd share it with us, but that's just the way the game works. Okay. And personally, your issue based on is that someone has a risk of losing to the blank AUNT trap on hard mode. Right, yeah. I think there's always going to be that risk of when you're in hard mode, even with the best strategy you have, it's always very, very possible of like a trappy word is gonna just it's just gonna get you, and then you have no choice but to keep going there. So that is very, very tricky. You can't really change much about it anymore. So are you? But I know it's like, I mean, it's so hard to change a strategy. You're so used to it, and you want to just keep going. So I totally get that feeling as well. But I think me personally, I hate losing just because I'm on hard mode for that reason. So I probably if I'm gonna still keep on being on hard mode, I'm not right now, but I'm just saying if I were on hard mode, then I probably would just switch up the starting words and do something that is more probably consonant optimal. Unlikely to be optimal. I don't really usually go heavy vowels on the first one. I'm more of a consonants person on the first go, and that will at least hopefully avoid too many traps on hard mode if I'm on hard mode. But if I'm on regular mode, I just keep slant. But yeah, so maybe it's possible that you might have to like just pick one or the other. But really, it's really up to you. I still think you're a pretty good player anyway, so you're still gonna do well, even though sometimes good traps it happens. We can't evade them forever, right? We're gonna fall into the trap one day. It's just hopefully reducing the likelihood of that. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna be so cruel to do a repeat in 2 days, because if they did that, I don't know. Something tells me people are gonna stop playing if they actually did something like the same word 2 days in a row. That's gonna that's gonna shake up the world. I'll tell you that. Yeah, face potential of failure every day. Yeah, it is rough. Okay, not like that comment here. All right. So Edward did tread, scion, bow, and jumbo. Oh, but bow is a good word. Yeah. Sometimes it seems like the two of us have the same 50-50 and each chose a different word. Somehow still fail. But 123, no problem. Yeah, sometimes it's funny that way, isn't it? We can still be 50-50 and still not even get the right one. We have such a huge probability on our side, and we still pick the wrong one. And we have like you get 1 out of 40, and you somehow still luckily enough pick the right word. So incredible. But yeah, you didn't have the mercy to find gumbo, and yeah, and I'm so glad you did jumbo, and you did jumbo first on that day. Oh, that would have been painful. That was, yeah. You didn't gumbo first, so thankfully you did not. So that was like one lesson learned. Penetration difficulty 2 out of 5. New Times testers 2 out of 5. Okay, so we were on par. We were in agreement with New Times testers on the connections difficulty of yesterday's puzzle. Phew. Edward says, I was really hoping they would not call blue sticky things because you would not be pleased. Exactly, because we've been through that. That drives me up the wall. Like you've got the whole of the English language at your disposal. Why not call the group? Sorry for the abrupt cut between what I was just saying and what I'm saying right now, but I did not realize, checking on my time, that I had used up my 30 minutes of my ClickChamp recording, so I have to make a second recording. So that's the thing with free software. That's what happens. But that's okay. I mean, it's fine. This is a free service, so I don't think. I mean, I wish sometimes I could give you guys better quality everything on my channel. That was what I would love, but I just don't have that kind of time and budget. Anyway, so yes, as I was saying, adhesive is a good name for the category. So that's what I like to see. But anyway, she's not doing Wana's not doing this to make me happy. But I'm just glad that she'll listen maybe. But it's okay. I still think she has time. It's still early in the year. She still has time to create some category where she just reuses the word and like, okay, stickers in the one of the answers. Why not sticky things? Yeah, sure. Why not? That's what they mean. Oh well. 49% tried patch in the sticky, you mean adhesive category. Yeah, patch, okay, yeah, true. I can sort of see that patch. Because I was thinking like band-aid, patch, like things that are first kit that are like you do stick them on things. So that's totally fair. But yeah, 49%, that's huge. I guess that's because they didn't try the patch on the other, I feel like groups, etc. For time sharing my last two order. Yeah, exactly. I really got lucky there. I actually thought, yes, I did think the region one was easy. Was it not? And only 9% saw that first, huh? I mean, I do think it's easy, but sometimes it's not what people. How do I say this? I feel like sometimes, even though a category is super easy, it may not necessarily be the one people see first or choose to lock in first. I think that makes sense, right? You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like obviously, like sometimes I even though the yellow is super easy when you really notice it, but other things I just sort of like my brain just sort of latches onto another word and be like, oh, what could this one be? Instead of like looking for like not sometimes not the easiest group is going to catch my eye. So that's kind of what I think. So I don't think that percentages reflect essentially that one necessarily one is easy or hard. I think the errors is probably better to I think see, which is more difficult or more easy group. Nice we both sort of go first. Congrats to each other because we had a helping hand. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes one word can point there. Sometimes I think that of the four words, one or two are the ones that really sort of like shine the light on our brains. Like, okay, there we go. It sort of like sparks a little light bulb in our head. That like turns it on. Okay, so let's go on to Dugong's comment. Dugong says, and Dugong's quoting me. Why everybody's quoting me in my own comments, but I love that. Okay, maybe they're learning, maybe they're accepting, they're growing just like we are in this new year 2026. Preach. Exactly. I know, right? Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's just it's happening. That they are doing something, and exactly. And Monday's already used words will join the unused words to complete in joyful synergy. So I guess they probably heard like, oh, you guys are talking about recycling. Yes, we did have that. I mean, it's interesting. I wonder if they already thought about recycling like early on. Yeah, I don't know whether they had already. I feel like this is an interesting enough topic that they should cover this in the New York Times. Like, talk a bit about their decision. Like, why did they decide to do? Is it because they heard a lot of people talk about it? Like, a lot of us were wondering what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen after we reach to the end of the pool? They're gonna reuse words, because they do want to keep the game going. People enjoy it so much, play it daily. So maybe they already thought about that, or was it because of viewer suggestions, player suggestions? I mean, I don't know. So you did Lance, Royst, Womp, Gumbo, Jumbo. Oh, son of a Gumbo! That was a close one. It was almost a Womp situation for you, but you saved it. You saved it. Oh, yeah, exactly. So the Gumbo, yeah, it's a tricky thing, right? We sometimes memory is. That's why eyewitness accounts sometimes can't be great because people think we remember something and then we just don't. So, but yeah, but you still you can say let it go. It's okay. You still survive. That's the most important thing. Tomorrow or today, I should say, January 31st is a brand new day. You still survive. That's okay. It's fine. Get back up, right? And then nice reverse rainbow. Thank you. And that was some skillful execution. Thank you as well. Okay. I don't think I often solve them skillfully, but sometimes I do get it right. So thank you for noticing that. Thank you so much. Okay, let me know how you guys did for today's Wordle connection and other times mini crossword. And if you could just let me know in the comments as well, whether you think I should. I mean, I still make the decision myself, but I like to just hear your input if you feel like sharing. Whether you think I should continue this trip and just sort of try to get the one guest solved, even with the recycled words in the mix, or should I just go crazy and you want to see like more interesting like whatever. Or I mean, somebody said I forgot somebody had one of the other viewers had commented before my channel. I just remembered this, that they asked if we could do something like the viewer suggested starting words, which I was thinking like, okay, maybe I think I replied to them at the time and I said that, yeah, that's a good idea. I could do that like after I get my one guest off his trip. But now that they're gonna recycle words anyway, I feel like it's almost pointless to keep trying for strip, because I thought, okay, if we're going for words that haven't been done before, eventually they'll be strip. But now that they're reusing, I really don't know. It could be literal years before we get to strip, and that's a little bit too depressing to think about. I do want to get my one guest on at some point, so I'm thinking the best way to optimize it is to just go with whatever words that I can think of. But if I want to make it interesting and not have to think of the words myself, maybe what I can do is that I actually was thinking of having like a sort of like a Google form or like a survey form that on a certain day you can submit that, or you can just submit the words and then I will randomly pick them for that day, like of the words that we've already got submitted, and then so it could be like, let's say I open up the form today, for example, I only get two suggestions, then I will choose like a randomizer, and one of those will be used tomorrow. And then if the next day 10 more suggestions come in, then the 10 plus the one that I didn't use, so I'll have 11 choices, will be randomized, and again, I'll pick out that one, and so on and so forth. And if I don't get new suggestions, I run out of new suggestions, I will just pick something off the top of my head. So I'm thinking that. So what do you think? Like an open form, you can suggest a word in there, and it's all anonymous, so I won't even know who it is. Or I could have the form sort of like make it optional that you can put your name in there if you want. You want to be anonymous and just submit the word, also fine. You could do that. And so that's what I was thinking. Make it more